G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to the 12th episode in the third and final season for the FIFA 17 Chelsea Career Mode series. Today's episode will be kicking off the January transfer window, and I have one player in mind that I want to sign. We also have some big games. I do believe we have West Ham in the Premier League, and then we have somebody like Charlton Athletic. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's Charlton in the EFL Cup semi-finals. But anyways, fellas, if you do go on to enjoy today's episode and you are loving these daily uploads, make sure that you leave a like on the video. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. But without further ado, let's get into your press conference questions right now. You know the drill, fellas. If you want to have a chance of getting your question answered in the next episode, don't forget to leave a question in the comment section down below. Gibby Footy says, the fans believe you have an amazing side, but the only place you lack is in defense. Will you buy a defender? I'm sorry, but I don't agree with that comment. We have an absolutely stacked backline. Leonardo Bonucci, who in my opinion is the best player in this current Chelsea squad. We've also got America Laporte, David Luiz, Andres Christensen, Gary Cahill. Centre back wise, we are sorted. I am so happy with the squad we have right now. In our centre backs, in our defense, I'm not going to be going in for any defenders. Yash Capti says, what are your predictions for the Chelsea vs Man City game in real life? You know, that's a tough one to pick. I might be a little bit odd here, a little bit different, and go for a draw. I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw, but honestly, Premier League these days, don't bet on it. It is so hard to predict, so many changes. Football is just a funny game. Nigel Lee Cheng K says, do you think Chelsea FC can accomplish what they have done under your management with a new manager? I would think that whoever does take over after I leave Chelsea will have a bit of an easier job than normal. I feel like with the squad that I have built right now, I have laid the foundations of success, long-term success. Yes, we have a lot of big name players that are getting on in age, but I've also gone and recruited a nice little youth development squad, a nice little youth base to the team that a manager can build on when they take over from me in the coming season. And the final question in today's press conference comes from Mr. Jenkins, who says, do you trust Jackson as your goalkeeper for giant matches such as Arsenal, Man United and Real Madrid? I do trust Jackson as a good keeper, and I feel like he has the best intentions for Chelsea Football Club in mind, but for those big games, it's going to be going to David De Gea every single time. I don't mind playing Jackson in some smaller, unimportant games against smaller teams, but when we come up against the big teams, David De Gea is going to be in goals every time. Like a 92 rated goalkeeper versus a 69 or a 70, I don't know what rating he is now, but 69, 70 rated goalkeeper, I think you know who's going to get the cake every time. But anyways, fellas, that will conclude today's press conference. Thank you once again for the fantastic questions, but now, let's get into the January transfer window. So there is only one player that I really want to go in for in this transfer window. Our squad is so stacked, but I feel like I should listen to your comments. A lot of people wanted me to bring Juan Mata back to Stamford Bridge. A lot of people wanted Fernando Torres as well. I wanted Fernando Torres as well, but he has retired in this save. So we're going to go in here and bring Mata back to the bridge. So he's decently rated as well, 84 rated, 30 years of age. So it's a good signing for this final season. It's not like he's going to rot on the bench the whole time. He's going to get a fair amount of game time. So financially, we're probably not going to be able to afford him. I might have to do a bit of a swap deal, but I'm going to start off here and I'm going to offer up for 15 million just as a base offer. And on the first day of 2019, we will have a training session right here. Charlie Musonda, DeAndre Yedlin, Nathaniel Chalobah, and the man, the myth, the legend, Marcus Jackson, all being trained. Would be nice to get a few players going up in overall here, and Yedlin and Musonda, wow, I wasn't expecting that. They both go up. Not bad. That's actually really good. Musonda up to an 85 now. So Baba has come to us asking for more wages, but at the moment I can't do that. I'm going to wait for the Juan Mata deals to finish, and then I will offer Baba a contract. I kind of wish in FIFA it was like NBA 2K's My GM mode, if you've ever played that. I love that game mode, but I wish when they came to you in your player conversations, you could actually reply to them. There was options for conversations, because I would just say, I will at the end of the transfer window. Selling players wise, I don't have any intentions to move on any players. Our squad size is decent, so 38 out of 52. We don't need to make any room, and I may as well just keep all these players. I might have to use one of them in a deal to get Juan Mata, but we will worry about that when it happens. But before we can continue with the transfer negotiations, we have to play this Premier League game, a London derby sort of game, taking on West Ham United at Stamford Bridge. And taking a look at the Premier League table, we haven't gotten off to the start we wanted about halfway through the season. Sitting in 5th, West Ham in about 8th or 9th, I think they were. But anyways, here is our starting 11 for today's game, and I've had to rotate a little bit. A lot of fixture congestion in January, which I was a bit surprised about, but still a decent side. Let's see what West Ham's team's like. So here is West Ham's starting 11. Slaven Bilic's men, Hector Bella in there, Mikel Antonio, Jonathan Caleri, Manuel Lanzini, Obiang. Who do they have on the bench? Faguli, Sam Byram, Charlie Austin. They've got a decent side. I feel like every team I come up against, my generic response is just decent side. So West Ham with an early corner here to kick off this game. 6th minute. Andre Ayew putting that one back post. Punched away from David De Gea. It goes straight out to Veltman. And he puts it over, thankfully. So now we get a corner of our own. Let's see if we can be a bit more effective than West Ham were. It goes back there. Lewis Baker. Out to Baba. He's got a long shot on him. Let's see it. Baba! Oh my god, I thought he scored it. Alright, so we've got the free kick here. 20 yards out. 28th minute. Paulo Dybala's going to step up and take it. Let's see if we can slot it top corner as they get booked. I reckon just stand... he's got decent curve on his shot, so... Going to hit it about there. Power's the biggest problem for me. So we're going to hit that one. Dybala hits it. Just a little bit too much on it. Caleri gets there in front of Yedlin. They still got it. They go. They shoot. Lanzini far out. Baker's holding it up. Going back to Gareth Bale. I see you, Dybala. We're actually going to go to Hazard instead. And Hazard loses it like normal. But he makes the tackle. Dybala going through. Gareth Bale's shot is blocked far out. At least we get the corner out of it. It's going to be Alonso. I'm going to go out here and try being a little bit of a funny bugger. We're going to whip that one. Goes to Pione Sisto, who nods it back to David Luiz. Cutting around. David Luiz. Keep going. David Luiz. That is a poor shot. West Ham running down the line here. It goes to Andre Ayew. Up against DeAndre Yedlin. Passing that one in there. They square it. Where's our defense? They tried to chip the key. No, what are you doing, David De Gea? Oh my god, he just dropped it down. That almost freaking cost us. We are so lucky there. Far out, lads. Another 0-0 draw. What is happening to us? We haven't scored in 4 games now. Our last game we scored in was against Middlesbrough at the start of the last episode. Defensively, we've been pretty sound except for that Man United game. But offensively, we have turned to trash. Alright, so we have received a transfer offer for Ciro Immobile. Bayer Leverkusen want the Italian striker, but to be honest, I am not going to sell him. I'm going to reject all offers for him. He's been pretty good for us when he's played this season. And Man United just flat out reject our first offer for Juan Mata. So I'm going to have to figure out now who I'm going to actually put in for the... I might do a straight swap. I might put in Bogger. I haven't played him at all this season. He's pretty highly valued and he's unhappy. So I might go... Do you reckon 15 million plus Bogger? I might go just 10 million plus Bogger and see what they say. So before the Middlesbrough game, fixture congestion. It's only been 2 days since the West Ham one, but top deals so far. And Mbula goes from Stoke to Leicester for 33.5 million. Tosan goes from Besiktas to Arsenal for 20.5 million. And Garcia goes from Osasuna to Fiorentina. Don't even know who that guy is. So the last time we scored a goal was against Middlesbrough last episode where we defeated them 3-1. We need to get back to scoring ways here at the Riverside Stadium against a team that has been a little bit of a bogey side for us throughout this career mode. So looking at the Premier League table, we have unfortunately slipped down to 6th position. Taking a look at the Middlesbrough starting 11, no more Victor Valdez. They got Gaston Ramirez, Victor Fisher, Fabio Clayton, who's on the bench, Brad Guzan, Jordan Rose, James Husband. Yeah. I'm trying not to say decent. And then here is our starting 11 for today's game, and you will notice I have changed up the formation in search of a more attacking formation that will see us get more opportunities. Trying out the 4-4-2, going back to 2 up front. Let's see how it goes.
Good forward play from them.
Here we go. Early opportunities. Griezmann through to Michy. Finesse it. That is a hell of a start. 2 minutes and the new formation has already paid off with Michy Batshuayi slotting it home. You couldn't ask for a better start in front of the away fans as well. The 2 up front formation, they link up. That really helped. And that is a world-class finish from the Belgian. Michy back to James. Come on, lads. Somebody make some space. I see Willian. Nice ball from James to Willian. Willian going through. Willian's going to square it. Oh, I wanted to go to Griezmann. At least we still get the corner out of it. We're going to whip that one in there. Trying to get it to Aurier. Oh, tipped over. Still another corner here. Can we do a little bit better off this one? Aurier again. He gets the header and it misses. They're on the attack in Middlesbrough just before half-time. Passing it very well. They shoot and it went wide. Oh, here we go. It's play on. I thought it was going to be called back for a foul. But we play it on. Musonda. He's got the pace. He gets past the defenders who run into one another. Can he cut back? Yes, he does. Musonda running straight through. He makes it 2-0. The Middlesbrough defence. You can't give Charlie Musonda that much space. He absolutely kills them with a fantastic solo effort. And that is 2-0 here at the Riverside Stadium. Look at that. I find that so effective in this save. You cut back in, you literally run sideways and finish it into the corner of the net. And we get the 2-0 advantage. They're on the attack here, Middlesbrough. Parika going to Victor Fisher, who scored against us last time out. They shoot and they miss. They're on the attack here. Middlesbrough looking to give themselves a little bit of a spark in stoppage time. Maybe they can pull off a miracle. Victor Fisher up against Fabregas. Thanks for turning that over, but it goes straight back to them. In the middle, they pass it. Great save at point-blank range from De Gea. Corner here for Middlesbrough. It's probably only going to prove to be a bit of a consolation goal. Goes nil post, and they score it. Wow. They score the goal, and it is 2-1. It's not going to matter, though, because it's virtually full time, but I think that was Christensen. No, it was Laporte. He just got destroyed. And there it is, fellas. That's full time. I just passed it around for the remaining seconds. We hold on and we get the 3 points here. We've finally scored a goal. Let's see if we can carry on and make it not into a habit that we only score against Middlesbrough. Alright, so a transfer offer here for Batshuayi. A lot of people have wanted me to sell Michy. Man United, 39 million. That's a pretty pathetic offer, to be honest. And I'm not going to sell Michy. I've really enjoyed using him. He's done a few stupid things, but he's a decent player. So he's going to stay at Chelsea for the long term. And speaking of Manchester United, they are not interested in Bogger. Just tell me who you want. I know you want Batshuayi, but what player that is not freaking gonna get game time here do you want us to swap? Perhaps we do a straight swap for Bertrand Traore. That's kind of actually a stupid offer if we just did Mata for Traore, but Traore is not going to get any game time here. We're stacked in strikers. I feel like it's a stupid decision. Maybe Solanke. He's not going to get any game time this season, but I don't think he's valued highly enough. What I'm going to do here, I don't know if it's the right decision or not, and I'm probably not going to accept it, but I'm going to try and see what they say. If we can do a straight swap. Bertrand Traore, who right now is our 5th or 6th string striker, for one Mata. What the hell? Man United aren't even interested in that? They don't want to swap straight for an 83, 23-year-old striker for a friggin' 84, 30-year-old center attacking midfield. I'm not concerned. I'm just a bit shocked by that. I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm gonna try selling some players, getting some cash to fund this transfer, but I'm kind of surprised that they didn't want Traore. I thought they were getting the better end of the deal there. And you know what, fellas? That is actually where I'm going to conclude today's episode. We're about halfway through the window now. I'd like to get your input on that Juan Mata transfer. Who should we swap? How much should we pay? Do you even want him? But if you guys did enjoy today's episode and you are enjoying the series so far, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. Make sure you check out my social media links, my Snapchat, my Instagram, and my Twitter. All three of those linked down below as per normal. But most importantly, fellas, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.